So I was at Deutsche Bank, and for whatever reason, I was short 300 million of these April 2-year notes, and I roll them into the Mays, like, right, because I didn't have to borrow them. And I was getting squeezed mercilessly. I hated the thing. And by then, it was trading like in a 2/32 market, which for a 2-year note's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
it's super
4
tight.
basis. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 4 basis points. And so one of the salesmen stood up and said, I got a new account. I think it was from like Minneapolis. They want to sell 300 million of the May 2-year.
Oh,
And the 2-year note trader says, well, I don't want that fucking thing. Nobody wanted to touch them. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, no one since this thing has been created has been able to buy this thing on the bid side.
yeah.
Okay. So I said to the guy, they were like 22.24. I said, I'll pay you 22 for the 300.
Yeah.
And he says, done.
Yeah.
And, that feeling of relief, what it's like when you're being squeezed on something, which usually means it's the high.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You just got plugged.
So anyway, I go about my business. And Cheryl and I were living in Greenwich. And so I would drive down to the train station. It would be like 20-minute drive. I'd get on like the 5:30 in the morning milk run, right?
Yeah.
And it was a local at 5:30 in the morning. And so I'm sitting there with my, wool overcoat and suit and tie and Patek Philippe watch and church's shoes. And I look at the Wall Street Journal in the right column, was that like human interest thing?
Okay, yeah.
There was a story about some guy from the Midwest that picked up, moved with his family, and the first trade he did was short this 2-year note, and he lost his job. And that was the guy that sold them to me. And I just got to tell you, so on that podcast I do with Liam Allen every week, the Inside Baseball thing, I have so many of these frickin' stories that just are so crazy. And it used to be he didn't believe me. And now he's verified enough of them.
That's so funny.
Anyway,
you picked up some poor guy from the Midwest who's lost his job. Listen, you gave him a market and he hit it. Like you did it.
And just for sake of clarity, I was on the prop desk. It's like the dealer didn't even want it. So, but yeah, I picked him off. Remember, guns don't kill, people kill.
Poor Midwest guy.